Today, we revisit a powerful moment in Congress as Congressman Kylie reflects on a shocking assassination of Charlie Kirk at just 31 years old. A tragedy that has shaken the nation, left a family grieving, and reminded us of the urgent need for unity in America. Charlie Kirk's sudden death was described as a brutal and senseless act that left behind a wife without her husband and two young children without their father. Kylie emphasized the immense sorrow felt across the country, noting that tributes poured in from every corner of the political spectrum, highlighting Kirk's generational impact.
Members are reminded to refrain from engaging in personalities toward the President. Under the Speaker's announced policy of January 3rd, 2025, the Chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Kylie, for 30 minutes.
I rise at a moment when the nation is still in shock over the sudden and senseless death, the brutal, barbaric murder, the cold-blooded assassination of a man beloved by millions. The depth of this tragedy is hard to process. A life cut short at age 31, a wife left without a husband, two young children without a father. The tributes that have poured in these last 24 hours from people of all walks of life and all corners of the political universe, the raw grief, the remarkable eulogies, bear testament to a life of generational importance, a life cruelly limited in years but immeasurable in impact. I offer my own heartfelt prayers along with hundreds of millions of others in this country and around the world. As we pray for Charlie and his loved ones, so too do I pray for our country. We are in a perilous moment. We don't yet have all of the facts about yesterday's horrifying events, and the killer remains at large. What we do know is that political division has continued to deepen in this country and that political violence is on the rise.
In his speech, Kylie warned of the growing dangers of political division and violence. He expressed concern that anger and recriminations could push the nation into an even darker place, unless Americans choose a different path. Kylie urged citizens to engage in soul-searching and to focus on the values that bind us together: freedom, equality, and dialogue over division. He drew a parallel to the unity witnessed after September 11th, reminding everyone that America still has the power to come together without waiting for another tragedy.
With a loss this profound, with evil this glaring, with so much pain and suffering and anger and fear, this cycle could escalate. A new, more severe round of accusations and recriminations, of demonization and dehumanization, could bring our politics and society to a darker place. But that isn't where things have to go. This can also be an occasion for soul-searching as a country. As all decent people condemn this horrifying act of political violence, we can be reminded of the broader swath of common ground we share. A belief that political differences should be resolved through dialogue, debate, and elections, not force. A commitment to the founding ideals of our country, however differently we might conceive of them at any given moment. That all men and women are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with inalienable rights. Or more basically, we all want to see our economy thrive, our communities safe, and our families happy and healthy. The last time we truly came together around our shared ideals and aspirations in a sustained way and stood solidly together on the common ground of our body politic was 24 years ago today. The tragedy of September 11th crystallized America's transcendent values in a way that made every degree of difference seem trifling. We were all Americans then, and still today we are all Americans. I don't believe that the generations that's passed since 9/11 has depleted our ability to come together as a country, and I don't believe that an attack on the homeland is the only thing that can rekindle it. At this moment, working to rediscover that capacity for unity is a matter of the highest urgency to our nation's future.
He encouraged people to reach out to friends and family members separated by political disagreements, emphasizing that relationships matter more than politics. And before we continue, if you believe in unity and civil dialogue, make sure to click that subscribe button and join our community. Kylie praised Charlie Kirk's lifelong commitment to fostering debate and bringing together people with diverse perspectives. Kirk's example, he said, shows how conversations, even between opponents, can build understanding, friendship, and surprising points of agreement.
A simple thing we can all do. If you have a friend or family member who you've stopped talking to because of political differences, this might be a good time to reach out, to say we're still friends, we're still family. Politics isn't everything. And politics itself, when properly conducted, can foster friendship and build community even among ideological opponents. That's what Charlie Kirk devoted his life to. He brought people of all perspectives together to talk to one another, to have a vigorous exchange of ideas, to discuss how best we can fulfill America's promise, to participate in democracy. His example shows that when you are willing to have conversations, you often learn things. You may not be persuaded by your opponents, but you can appreciate their perspective. You see where they're coming from. You see them as people. You discover surprising points of agreement. You gain a more nuanced understanding of your own position by understanding theirs. That's something we can all try to do better, especially those of us in elected office. I ask every member of this House, myself included, to think hard about how we can approach our work here with a greater spirit of collegiality and conciliation. In this terrible moment, that has to be the path forward for our country. I yield back.
Kylie ended his remarks by challenging lawmakers and citizens alike to embrace collegiality, conciliation, and dialogue. In this moment of national pain, he reminded America that unity is not only possible, it's essential for the future.